Steinhouse, and welcome to Money Chat Now. Money Chat Now is a politically charged stock market pre-show giving you the politics of the day and the biggest moves in the stock market. It is presented with comedic common sense and just the right amount of sarcasm by an expert in financial literacy. And hey, that's me, Larry Steinhouse. Today is Tuesday, October 18th, and I want to welcome you to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Hey, please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse, and then you can follow me there as well. And if you'd like to connect to me personally, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com, and there you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information as well. That's contactlarry.com, and I hope I will see you there. All right, anyway. Just a reminder, by the way, if you're watching online, hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. You can also find Money Chat Now and the Larry Steinhouse Show on Spotify, so please go there and subscribe as well. And of course, you can comment live during the show on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And please say hi so I know you're watching. By the way, got a couple of people saying hi already. Looks like a whole bunch of people. We got James saying hi. We got the other James saying hi from YouTube. We got Glenn saying hi and Tom. Oh, we got Ken the Democrat. Where you been, man? We got Charles saying hi. We got my lovely wife saying hi. And we got Deb saying hi. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I totally appreciate you guys. And don't forget to join the Money Chat Now fan page on Facebook. Please do that to make sure you can always see the show. You know, I might actually, say something nasty to Ken the Democrat or something and be thrown off Facebook, and then I can only transmit there. So definitely go to Money Chat Now page, like it there, and you'll never miss a show. Doing it to the Facebook censors. All right, on today's show, we're going to be talking about the market recap. We're going to be talking about layoffs. We're going to be talking about the strategic reserves and more government insider trading. I love this. I love this time of year. It's just so wonderful to be able to talk about stuff like this. Money Chat Now, of course, is brought to you by Investor Schooling, and you can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com, and there you will learn about real estate investing, stock options trading, you'll learn about entrepreneurship, you'll learn about tax savings, you'll learn about anything that has to do with money. So make sure you show up. Hey, I want to thank the following people for sharing the page the past few days. I really appreciate you guys sharing it. It's great to get the word out. Plus, it's also fun. Hey, it looked like Art shared it, and Betsy and Peter and Ken shared it. Thank you so much. Please click the share button right now under the video. Share it on your timeline or share it in a group that you may feel benefit from it, may benefit from it. Let them have the laugh in the morning. Come on, while they're being educated on the world of money. All right, let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday, it looked like a fine day in the market. Yay! The Dow popped 550 points. The S&P was up 95, and the NASDAQ was up 354. Wow, that's a winner kind of day, right? The move comes as stocks are near the lows of the year, and the S&P had declined in 4 of the past 5 weeks. Big moves in both directions in recent weeks have basically led a sense of uneasiness on Wall Street. Though some believe the market is due for a rebound, I personally think it's an earnings bump. You'll always see stock movings up during earnings season, and I think that's what it's all about right now. I don't believe it's a hopeful feeling some of Wall Street believes it to be. My other concern is it may be a typical bear trap. So this term is used when the market has a big day after vacillating a few days before, and if this is a bear trap, the market will continue to move down, and the movement yesterday will suck you in, only to make you lose more money. The big good news, or the good big news yesterday, was Bank of America reported better than expecting results, setting the stock up 6%. It was amazing. And also Bank of New York Mellon also posted results that beat analysts' expectations, and the shares jumped also 5%. So the banks are kind of leading the charge into earnings, which is kind of great. I mean, if you recall last earnings sessions, the banks did terrible. Wall Street didn't like it, and they retreated. Most of the stocks have been down since then as well, and that's pretty much what happens after a bad earnings season. We should see some of the stocks reporting in the next few days, and we'll see them rise from the news as investors take it as a sign that the market has earnings estimates that are too low. Now, that's a good thing, because when they're too low, the earnings reports keep beating estimates, sending stocks soaring. Like I said yesterday, earnings season is my Super Bowl. I look for the crescendo at the end of the month, usually with tech stocks. More big bank earnings are on deck today. This morning, Goldman Sachs will report. And by the way, I have some concerns that the recent rumors of restructure may not be so great. Johnson & Johnson actually reported this morning. They reported very well. I didn't see how much the stock popped, but I did see the news flash come across that said J&J reported this morning, and they did well. Netflix and United Airlines will also announce. Later in the week, we have Tesla, IBM, and American Airlines reporting. It's going to be an interesting earnings season indeed. So far, it looks like Wall Street is happy with the results. When I woke up this morning, all the headlines were stating that the futures were up bigly. The Dow was up as high as 450 points, but guess what? It's probably close to that right now, too. And that makes an interesting day for sure. The question is, can it hold up? 2 nice days in a row will be great for a change. Let's look at the futures. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what the futures are bringing to us right now. And maybe we get a glimpse of some good news. See, like I said, the futures are up 435. That's fantastic. The S&P is up 62, and the NASDAQ, wow, is up 210. That's absolutely incredible. So that could be really nice. All right, real quick, a couple of people have joined us. I want to say hello to them as well. It looks like we had Tom, and we had Charles, and Michael, and James. All right, this is pretty awesome. And all right, so we'll see. Let's see. Let me see what we got coming up here. Let's talk about more layoffs. All right. The one thing about this economy that is baffling is the fact that so many jobs are open and there aren't enough workers. By definition, and although Biden and his cronies want to redefine it, we are in a recession. Biden was hanging on to his hat, and the fact that unemployment is low, very low for that matter, at 3.5%, the country should cheer. Of course, as you know, when it was announced, the market dropped because Wall Street is afraid of continuing inflation. When people have jobs, they make money, and they might actually spend it. So Wall Street thinks that prices will continue to go up, and that was the very definition of inflation. Well, as I've said before, companies are silently cutting back staff, and this is just the beginning. We all know that Fed Chair Powell won't be able to sleep at night until the American public, can't sleep at night because they lost their job and can't pay their bills. He will rest soundly knowing that he's destroyed the financial life of so many. Well, it looks like layoffs are beginning to surface. This week, a Microsoft spokesperson confirmed that the company will let go of workers as the software maker's revenue is expected to slow. And this is basically because of weaker Windows licenses for PCs. The move aligns with efforts as technology companies, big and small, look to lower costs. Meta and Salesforce are also among those who have slowed their pace of hiring this year and also let some people go. Coinbase, Netflix, and others have also been laying off people as well. Listen, there's small articles in Wall Street Journal, but I'm starting to see them more and more frequently. It isn't so bad yet, and there's still plenty of companies hiring and paying big bucks. But soon it's going to be a point where there'll be so many of the same skill set available and not so many openings. Many years ago, I was in the staffing business. I saw it happen from time to time. I would see the layoffs begin, and people with a certain skill set, many of them who had managerial positions, would have a tough time finding work, or finding work that paid them as much as they were making before they were laid off. It's definitely coming. My suggestion to those, if you're watching, if you have a certain skill set that are valuable, keep your resume updated and keep it ready to go. And here's another big tip. If your employer offers you a severance package for, let's say 6 months, don't make the mistake of thinking you have time to find a job. Consider the 6 months package as a bonus and get back to employment as soon as possible. I can't tell you how many times I've had this problem where I've seen a worker come to me with a severance package, they sit at home while the clock ticks away, and then they don't have a job after that. So the layoffs are coming. Next year we'll see the beginning of the recession, and the roaring 2000s will end. Hopefully not the way the roaring 20s ended 100 years ago. For those who don't know what I'm referring to, look up the Great Depression. These times are eerily similar to those, and also eerily similar to those in the 70s. Honestly, I hope neither happen, but it's really getting interesting as we turn the corner in this economy. I'm not even sure if a red wave can stop it, but make sure you vote to at least slow it down. That's vote Republican to flatten the curve. Not the curve of coronavirus or the economy curve, the curve of stupidity that keeps entering our government. All right, let's take a break here. I will see you guys in.
Okay, so you thought about buying and selling real estate. You've thought about investing in the stock market, but don't know where to start. Well, What if you could find a place to unlock strategies to master both real estate and the stock market, all without the headache? That place is Investor Schooling, hosted by Larry Steinhouse, an expert in real estate, financial literacy, and the ins and outs of the stock market. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate, and you will learn mastery of stock techniques such as options and covered calls. You will even get a chance to ask one of your burning questions to the stock options sultan, the master of picks and plays. Call 866-424-2829 for free information and receive a complimentary pass to attend classes, or register online at investorschooling.com. Don't delay. These passes are limited. So what are you waiting for? Call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Or visit investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. And of course, if you'd like more information on Investor Schooling, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Hey, I want to welcome you back to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And of course, you can find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on Spotify. Like and subscribe there. And if you'd like to connect with me, please go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. You'll find my social media connections there, my email there, and my text message information as well. That's contactlarry.com. You know, I got to laugh because, you know, Ken the Democrat, he gets so wound up that he can't even spell anymore. He's that upset about this show. So everybody, you know, have some sympathy for Ken the Democrat, because he's gotten so bad he can't spell. But the guy trolls me all day long now. He comments on every post I make now. I don't know about you guys, but, you know, he does it. So anyway, we've got him riled up. All right. So far, of course, right now the market is up 480. Wow, it's kicking butt. The S&P is up 66, and the Nasdaq is up 225. That's fantastic. We talked about layoffs. Coming up, we have the strategic reserves, and we have more government insider trading. And then, of course, we have today's picks and plays. But did you guys hit that like button? Come on, everybody, hit that like button. And of course, you know, Ken the Democrat, you can hit the mean button, whatever that is, the one with the nasty face. I don't know, whatever it is. Did you guys hit that share button? Everybody hit that share button. Please leave me a comment to say hi if you haven't already. So if you're watching the show for the first time, please leave a comment and say hi. It's the only way I know you're watching. Please share and like as well. And don't forget to order my new book. It's called Money Hacks. And if you ordered it, please leave a review on Amazon. Hey, I noticed that the reviews have slowed down. They're all 5-star, but I'd like to have some more. So if you guys have already done it, great. If you haven't, please do it. All right, let's talk about the strategic reserves. I have a question for you. How much do you love your country? Would you sacrifice for the good of the country? Would you protest or go to war to preserve the American lifestyle for your family and the future generations? Yeah, I believe most of us watching this program would do just that. Well, what would you do? What would you do to put your needs in front of the needs of the country? So basically, if somebody else wanted to do the opposite and put their own needs in front of the needs of their country, you might do things like, I don't know, sell classified information, I don't know, create rumors that cause government officials to lose credibility, or maybe you would even sell our strategic reserves to other countries for personal gain. Well, apparently the Democrats have decided once again to use their superpowers to harm their country and put themselves first. A few months ago, the president, who will now allow Jimmy Carter to die as not the worst president, decided to tap our strategic oil reserves in an attempt to lower gas prices. For those who don't know, the strategic reserves were put there in case there's a major problem with suppliers of oil or refineries that can't produce fast enough in times of war or other catastrophic issues. Well, Biden took it upon himself to release these reserves to try to buy votes by lowering gas prices. Well, the lowering of gas prices worked for a while, but did it buy votes? I don't really know. But the talking parrot Democrats running around saying, see, Biden lowered gas prices $1 since June. That's like Ken the Democrat. He lowered prices $1 since June. I know. We try to explain to that gas prices are up over $1 since the gas man took office. But Democrats have serious cognitive dissonance. They simply can't see facts. They can only see orange man bad. Anyway, the reserves meant to be an emergency fund for the country has not only been released to our country, but the reserves have been sold to China. Yep, China. You know, the people who, like Russia, want to conquer the world? Well, here we go again. It is rumored once again that Biden will be selling the reserves to lower gas prices right before the elections that are coming up in 3 weeks. You know, to keep Nancy Pelosi in power? By the way, think about it. This is all about Nancy Pelosi, isn't it? If the Republicans win the House, Nancy is no longer Speaker of the House. You know, Nancy, the one who ripped up Trump's State of the Union speech and cow-eyed Biden when he spoke his gibberish. Is it getting clearer now? If not, watch House of Cards again. Remember that Pelosi is third in line for the presidency. All we need is Biden to drop, Kamala Harris to resign, and then we have President piss on the country. Pelosi. Well, now that I went off that tangent, just let's get back to the strategic reserves for a minute. Biden is planning to announce a sale of the reserves. The sale will market the remaining 14 million barrels from the Biden's previously announced and largest ever release from the reserve of 180 million barrels that started in May. By the way, quotes from a source write, the administration has a small window ahead of midterms to try to lower fuel prices, or at least demonstrate that they're trying. This is a source that's familiar with the White House, basically said, right? Continuing, he said the White House did not like $4 a gallon gas prices and has signaled that it will take action to prevent that again. So once again, instead of allowing oil companies to drill here and solve the problem, Biden is trying to buy time. It's ridiculous. If you think the gas prices were high at the beginning of this year, just wait and see how high they go if the Republicans don't take the House. As soon as the election is over, gas prices will rocket past prices that they were, and the elites in Washington will laugh at their accomplishment. Then Biden has his stroke or heart attack, and then Harris resigns for some strange mental health reason, and piss on the country is in charge. I almost feel like voting Democrat just so I could watch the remake of House of Cards. All right, don't worry, I won't do that. I don't know, maybe if we could call the gas stations to work together to change their prices to maybe $4.25 for the next 3 weeks, we could foil their plan. I don't know, insert your best evil laugh here for that one. All right, let's go into government insider trading. Hey, I think about the insider trading scandal with Martha Stewart, and it makes me laugh that about 20 years ago they decided to make an example of her when her stockbroker called her with insider trading information about when to sell a stock of a company that was about to go broke. She spent, I believe it was 3 to 6 months in jail for this, when all she did was follow the advice of her stockbroker. Well, now we can see case after case of insider trading within our own government, and it really makes me wonder how many hands are in the cookie jar. Well, we know that Pelosi and her husband made millions off the COVID vaccine by investing in Moderna and Pfizer. They knew ahead of time that the poisonous shot would be released, and the companies and the government was going to be buying it, and how much they were going to be buying. We saw Fed chiefs resign because they made more money insider trading than they did as Fed chiefs, and they were told that they couldn't trade certain stocks if they stayed on. As citizens, we think that the government has rules and regulations against insider trading. Well, the only rule, and seriously, the only rule is that a government official has to disclose their stockholders to their HR department, their stock holdings to their HR department. Did you know what the fine is for not disclosing? The fine for not disclosing is exactly $200. So you can make $1 million on a trade you had insider information on it, and if you forgot to disclose it, it will be a $200 fine. No, really, a $200 fine. Well, it looks like the people in the Federal Trade Commission wanted in on this action. Why should the government workers be the only ones with their hands in the cookie jar? So the FTC in recent years has opened investigations into nearly every major industry. It has launched antitrust probes into technology companies, examined credit card firms, and moved to restrict drug, energy, and defense company mergers. So with this information, do you think that they had some idea which way a stock would move? Well, after an investigation, it was found that a third of its 90 senior officials owned or traded stocks in companies that were undergoing an FTC merger review or investigation based on actions the agency has made public. The officials were mostly heavily invested in technology as an industry that has come under increasing scrutiny by the agency. Nearly 1 in 4 top FTC officials owned or traded individual stocks of tech companies. This includes stocks like Amazon, Facebook, Alphabet, Google, Microsoft, and Oracle, all during the time of investigations that weren't disclosed to the public at the time of investing or shorting the companies. Here are some results of the current investigation. Check this out. An FTC chairman owned Microsoft, Oracle, and AT&T while the agency was conducting sensitive reviews affecting the tech and telecom sectors. Next, the head of FTC International Division bought and sold Facebook stock through a financial advisor as his office coordinated with overseas enforcement officials on an investigation involving Facebook. An FTC consumer protection official owned stock in more than 10 companies as the agency scrutinized mergers or acquisitions involving the firms. Of course, an FTC spokesman said the agency officials have been following the law. Nothing to see here. Moving along, nothing to see here. One official's best-timed stock trade was an 80% gain in Amazon over 9 months as the European Commission investigated whether the company violated antitrust laws. Look, just remember that you and I play with different rules than these guys. The elites in Washington see the cards before they're dealt, while you and I are at the mercy of their reports and when they decide to report it. I guess it wouldn't be so bitter if they would just call me and let me know before they made one of these fantastic moves based on their filings. Oh, damn, I got to get some new friends in high places. I think I'll make a phone call or two and see who'll give me some insider trading information for picks and plays coming up. And while I do that, let's take a break. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and one of the most misunderstood things in America is money. That's why I've written this book. It's called Money Hacks, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. And I'm telling you, everything you think you know about money is wrong. When you read this book, you will learn things about money that you did not know. You will even learn if money can buy you happiness. I have a full chapter dedicated to that. You're going to definitely want to read that. I talk about how to use other people's money to buy real estate. I talk about how to save more money, and I even talk about how to rebuild your credit score in this book. There are 22 amazing chapters in this book. This book is now available everywhere. It's available on Amazon. It's available on barnesandnoble.com. And you can order this book right now, and you'll have it in 2 days, and you'll start learning things about money that you never knew before. So order the book right now. Go to Amazon, go to barnesandnoble.com, and order the book, Money Hacks by Larry Steinhouse. All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse, and if you'd like to be a sponsor on the show, your name and product will be delivered to hundreds of loyal listeners and watchers of the show. So if you guys have a product and you want to sell it, let me know. I'll be more than happy to market it for you. As you know, we're expanding our base every day, and if you'd like to get your product or service out to my audience and also help keep the show in the air, I'd love to have you as a sponsor. Hey, just reach out via Messenger or contact me at contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. And don't forget, we have a Spotify channel as well. You can also subscribe to the channel and listen to all of the reports. They're broken out for your enjoyment. So if you like the last report, you can just listen to that by yourself. Look up Money Chat Now and Spotify to subscribe. I got to tell you, when Ken the Democrat is on and the Blue Pill is on, it's hysterical watching the chatter between you guys. The only problem is it goes so fast I can't watch it fast enough. But you guys, I try to go back and read it while the commercials, but you guys are hysterical. But I want everybody to jump on the Democrats. Go ahead, jump on them. All right. So far, we've been discussing, of course, the market right now. Wow, the futures are up 513. Holy cow. The S&P is up 72, and the NASDAQ is up 231. That is amazing. I don't think I've seen futures up that high in a really, really long time. So we may have something good going on here. We talked about more layoffs. We talked about Biden stealing the strategic reserves to try to win votes. I mean, come on, really? Then we talked about more governor inside trading. And, of course, coming up, we have today's picks and plays. But first, did you guys hit that like button yet? Come on, everybody, hit that like button. And don't forget to hit the mean button, too, if you want to, Ken the Democrat. Share button. Make sure everybody shares it. Tell all your friends about the show. Let them know it's both entertaining and educational. Please share it on your page or in groups that you feel will also enjoy the show. All right, let's talk about what's going to go on. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic day today. I don't know. Normally, I would fear that because yesterday was so good. You know, usually we have a down day after a good day. You know, I think that's because basically the earnings have been coming in so good, so we may have another excellent day. So obviously the J&J earnings, and I don't know if any other earnings came in this morning as well, have been great. So that's what's going on, and the momentum of the stock market is moving forward and taking everyone with it. If today's earnings report are all good, it could be a continued momentum driving the market up. It could go 700-800 points up. It'd be fantastic. I sure hope so, by the way. Look, And also, if you bought Meta last week when I suggested it, you are very happy right now. I told you that was going to happen. I told you it was going to go back up. It may actually hit the 150, which is what I was expecting it to do. It may actually hit it, but I was getting a little nervous that it might not. American Airlines earnings are also coming up, and I have good feelings about those numbers as well. But as always, the guidance or some other factor may keep the stock from popping. The cruise stocks are moving up slowly, but damn, they were hit hard. I'm still in my CCL play, and I need 10. Just give me 10. Apple has also moved up, and it may have more room over earnings. Apple often moves up over earnings, so look for that. So if you want to have a play that you're pretty sure, pretty confident that's going to do well over earnings, Apple will be that play. So take a look at it. All right, let's take a final look at the earnings. I'm sorry, at the futures, and see what today is signaling. Look, wow, 500 points at 492 is fantastic. The S&P, again, up almost 70, and the NASDAQ up 222. I got to tell you, it's going to be an interesting day for sure. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fantastic. All right, let's see. Let's talk about crypto. So crypto, honestly, is still boring. I got to tell you, I've been saying this for a long time. Crypto is not the place to be. It's going to turn into nothing. Bitcoin is a little above 19,000. Ethereum is about 1,300. I'm going to say that Bitcoin will probably go to 12,000 before it moves to 7,000. So just understand it'll probably hover around 12,000. From here, it's hovering at 19. It'll probably hover about 12,000, and I think it's going to go to 7. Ethereum right now is about 1,300. I think that's actually going to go to about 600 or 700 actually, and probably not do too well either. But I got to be honest with you, gold and silver are not moving much either. So gold and silver, my favorite plays, are not moving much at all, which is kind of weird. Look, gold is about 1660 and silver is about 1865. I've been saying this for a while. I think gold is the better play at the moment. Now, I like silver. I collect a lot of silver. I think silver is a great play. I think I collect silver for the zombie apocalypse. If you've ever heard my theory on that, I think that if we ever have the banking system go down, or the internet go down, or all electric go down, or whatever may happen, the grid goes down, silver will be my play. I'll be able to buy milk, and you won't. So that's why I'm collecting silver. However, gold as an investment is also pretty good at 1660. I like the numbers. So the Treasury bond is over 4 by a small fraction. Look, I've said this before. I'd like to see it simply settle above 4, because if it does that, what eventually will happen is the market will ignore it, and that's really what I want. I want the market to start ignoring the Treasury bond. So between 4 and 4.5, they're going to ignore it eventually. But, it'd be nice. Now, if it ever falls below 4, then, of course, the market's going to take off. So that'd be great. The average mortgage loan price is now a fraction over 7%. So it's basically doubled since December, actually more than doubled since December, which is really rough for a lot of people. I don't understand how they can let this happen so fast. We've been saying that for a while. Oil is about $85 a barrel, and the average gas price is $3.88, and we'll soon see that to be over $4. I want to thank you all for watching Money Chat Now. We are here live every morning at 7:30 on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Tell all your friends about the show. Hey, you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. My name again is Larry Steinhouse. I am the host of Money Chat Now. I am the CEO of Investor Schooling. And remember, you can contact me directly at contactlarry.com. Make it a profitable day.